And I remember the only nigga used to say, "Fool, don't listen. You don't listen, fool. You don't listen."
That was real favorite line.
I used to say, "He all right, man. Let him alone."
That boy know what he doing.
Yeah, he all right. He came and got me from the goddamn thing. And you take me up here to this fish place and let that woman holler at you like that. Remember that? I ain't gonna do that. You know I ain't gonna be in here shining. I ain't gonna say that.
I thought I didn't see y'all sneak in here, didn't you? Yeah, I heard you come in the door, motherfuckers. Try to sneak in here while we was in here talking to each other and get you some secret information. Yeah. Welcome to the DYMM Podcast. This is your boy, Damn Fool. We are in the building. Today is a very special episode for me. I'm going to be honest with you. Because my big brother, my homie,
come on,
my rappy, my co-defendant, you know what I'm saying? The nigga I do all my crime with.
Yes, sir. Partner in crime.
Is in the motherfucking building. Ladies and gentlemen, my nigga, Lil G is here.
I'm my own drink champ.
A full-blown Compton nigga.
Full-blown.
I'm talking about serious with it, nigga. I don't even know where to start with this man, ladies and gentlemen.
Red car, nigga.
There's a million motherfucking stories when it comes to it. Oh, we can start with the red car. When I say Compton, I mean true Compton City nigga and like gang banger through and through. When I met him. You know what I'm saying? When I met the nigga, this nigga was a full-blown gang banger.
Oh, man.
And a Hollywood nigga at the same time. This was the only nigga I knew could hang out with some of the most killer-ass niggas in Compton in the daytime and then at night be with Paris Hilton. I just didn't get it. I was like...
But true story.
Like, a lot of niggas cap out here. A lot of niggas say shit, say they done this, say they done that. But when I tell you about this nigga here, this nigga is the first black socialite I ever met. Wow. Like, literally.
Wow.
When I came to Hollywood, church, you had this motherfucker on lock.
Yes, sir.
Like, I literally was in front of the Comedy Store with this man, and that nigga was like, "Oh!" It was a motherfucking big-ass Cadillac Escalade going past. That motherfucker made a U-turn in the middle of the street, turned around, came back, the door popped open, and I swear to God, may he strike me down right now. Paris Hilton stuck her head out the door and was like, "Lil G!" I said, "Get the fuck out of here. How in God's name do you know this woman?" Like, that shit blew me away. Like, I'm telling you, I can go for hours when it comes to this nigga.
You know what
right
blew me away, dog? Let me tell you what blew me away. I had got a deal too early, too soon. All right?
It happens.
I was one of the first comics that was when keeping it real goes wrong. Right. Shit. How about that, nigga? I like to start it off like that.
Let's start right there,
all
nigga.
right? Bro, do you know that I would like to give a shout out to all of my brothers from the Last Laugh Squad, for one.
Last Laugh in the building.
Them is my brothers. That was my first initial deal. Like, I literally wanted to sign Last Laugh. That was my mission.
Exactly.
Like, I had never seen a group of niggas that talented from a small city, a big small city though, that had so much influence over the world at the time. It wasn't a such thing as a damn fool. No. It wasn't a such thing of a horse. It wasn't a such thing of a lot of Chicago. I'm gonna tell you the guys I remember. I'm gonna be honest, man.
Wildcat Michi.
When I first touched down, I never forget. There was a kid that came to the airport. He had a sign, and it said "Lil G, waiting on arrival." And I said, "Oh shit!" I'll never forget. I had my kid, mom. We stepped off. I mean, this was big time to me. And the motherfucker had a little sign, and I was like, "Hey, there I go right there." And it was a motherfucker called Damn Fool. And I said, "Hey, man, so what's the limos in the shit?" He said, "No, my cousin driving." Your cousin driving?
No, wasn't no limo.
Shout out to cousin.
We was in Aurora.
And cousin was a cold motherfucker. He was like, "Man, I ain't gonna be picking up no busted, no bitch head nigga, no Hollywood head nigga, no Hollywood head nigga." And I didn't realize how Hollywood I was at the time. Like, we did 14 shows in 7 days. Yep. I'll never forget what my contract was.
Yep.
And I'll never forget, I had to complete those shows. And the money, shout out to Cat Williams. He was the first one to endorse me and give me the money to go on tour.
Yep, I met Cat.
I'll never forget when Dogg looked at me after that Yo Mama show, and I lost him and DJ Pooh. They was like, "Nigga, go."
Right.
Like, Lil G, this is where your career starts.
Mm-hmm. This is
you know what I mean?
It takes off.
And the money that I had at the time, bro, I never knew that little bit of money can really maintain a tour. Because the tour I was on before I came to y'all, everybody on that tour went to jail. We got raided. Like niggas robbed niggas and went to jail. And I was the only nigga that didn't rob niggas. I was like, I made it. What the fuck I'm robbing nigga for?
I'm not on that.
Everybody on that tour went to jail. Shout out to them niggas. They know who they is, went to tour on that jail. And it was over. Man, you took me so many places, man. We went to Arvin Mitchell, man. Marlon Mitchell. Yeah. Diane Carr, right?
Quarter.
This joke. These ain't nothing but jokes. These ain't nothing but jokes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Mark Simmons, Negro lead. Yeah. Uncle Rail, goddammit. I never forget Uncle Rail.
Who you
Me and Uncle Rail. Hey, me and Uncle Rail birthday on the same day, man. I never forget. He said, I'ma throw you a party. Nigga, this your party.
Exactly.
And we had a ball, man. Uncle Rail. Shout out to Uncle Rail. All I did for these niggas.
But it was like when you came to Chicago.
Deion Cole, too. That was my guy.
Yeah.
Stayed
Everybody fucked with Lil G. Like, I knew you before I even met you. Like, Wildcat and them talked about you all the time.
Wildcat. Michi was my dog.
They was like, yo, when y'all niggas meet, y'all gonna be cool as hell. And it was like, and so when you came to Chicago, I was trying to throw out the blue carpet treatment.
You did it.
Because, I had already seen how you was rolling out here. But I never
got treated like that.
That was because I met you out here.
But you thought it was supposed to roll like that.
I was like, this nigga is royalty. We have to treat him right.
You did do the Eddie Murphy movie wasn't shit to where you treat me.
Paris Hilton did a U-turn to come say hi to this nigga. We have to treat this nigga right.
You know what? I gotta give a shout out to Cat, bro. I'll never forget our first TV show we did with Mark. Shout out to Mark, Ronaldo Ray. And you beat me in that show. You remember that?
Yeah, that's
you won that show.
That was when we met.
Yeah, that's when you met. And I
came
remember,
out to LA. I got the call. I was so excited, bro, because it was like I was fresh face.
Yes,
nigga ain't even have a mustache.
Nah.
And like they called me like, yo, we got this show. It was right after Your Mama had went off. They was like, it's not Your Mama, but it's kind of, you're going to be roasting each other. Right. It's a spinoff. We're going to call it Cracking.
Damn, you remember the name.
Y'all going to do some stand-up, and y'all going to do the roasting part. Now, I'm already nervous about the roasting because that's never been my strong point. Plus, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at the list of names. I'm looking at Corey Holcomb, Lil Real, Michi, Wildcat, Two-Face, you. I was like, man, this is finna be terrible. I'm finna get my ass ate out. I'm finna be toe the fuck off when this is over.
But the show was set.
The show was awesome, man. And then you called and told Cat you was down there, and they pulled up.
Right.
Like Cat and what's his assistant name? Lena.
Shout out to Lena. Shout out to Cat.
Lena,
for real.
He pull up, they pull up.
Buggers
Black Escalated.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Big clouds blowing out the door when they open it.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Bottles everywhere.
Big time. Big time.
And it's like, the nigga literally walked out there and was like, I'm looking for Mike. He was like, we don't know who that is.
It was like Lil G.
It's okay, this nigga, this shit is
know
real.
The real name.
So nigga, we went there. He came in, and he wound up being a nigga that presented me with the trophy.
Yes, he did.
Like he had shit to do with the show. He literally came down there because you was down there, and then wound up blessing us.
And get him a check.
They wrote him a check.
Get him a check.
They wrote him a check.
I wrote.
Real quick.
Let's
get Williams. Oh, they write him a check.
Write him a check.
What we got? What we got left? What we got left in the back?
Let's give it to Cat.
Is it anybody left? Fuck that catering.
That was our first TV show.
Fuck that catering. Get that money to Cat.
But it was our first TV show.
First TV show.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget.
Although it never came on TV.
It was the greatest pilot of all time.
Greatest pilot of all time.
Because you got Baggin', you got all those other shows after that.
Greatest pilot of all time that nobody saw. I got the only footage from that.
I think you do. But let me tell you the coolest part about it. I remember when everybody else was like, all right, dear, we're going to go to bed. We're going to shut the set down. They looked at me. They was like, Lil G, so what are you going to do? I'm just like, I'm sleeping in my trailer. And all the guys, I never forget, it was about 7 of us. And everybody looked at me and was like, we fucking with Lil G. We going to stay at the trailer then. As soon as they left that bitch, I started that mobile home up like, whoa.
We drove the trailer from set all through Hollywood. Okay, probably it's It's a miracle we're not in jail.
Listen,
Still,
tell them, Church.
we literally took them people's
From the improv. Nigga, we wind up hanging out with Young, because Tennessee, they was playing the big game that week. You remember that?
Yeah.
It was Young, Vince Young.
Yeah.
And Cat walked in and was like, who is these niggas with this
mobile
bagel?
home?
Who this
We
stole
took a whole
a Star Wars?
and we had the shit where if you push the button, the signs come out.
Oh, we was live.
And
I pulled that bitch right in front of the improv.
right in front of that bitch, like it was a car. Nigga.
Hey.
we hopping out that motherfucker going in like, what it do? You know what I'm saying?
From there to the after party.
Nigga. Where this was the first time I seen marijuana smoked inside of a place. Okay? First time I ever seen that. I'd never seen nothing like that in my life.
Wow.
Like we just walked in and this nigga started lighting blunts. I was like,
I swear you look just like that on your face.
I said,
Can you imagine this nigga looking like that with no hair on his face?
Is this okay?
Looking 9?
Is this okay? The nigga was like, Church, just take the goddamn blunt, man. Go on now. Go on now.
Yeah, I was old back then.
This nigga always talk like a 72-year-old pimp. Like, since I've known him. Hey, come on. Like, hey, man, move around. Get the shit over there. Put the shit on top of the shit with the shit on the shit over there with the shit.
Come on,
like,
shit.
Man, goddamn shit.
Goddamn shit. That's my favorite word.
But, like, that shit was crazy because we, like, and that, we rolled all around in that motherfucker. And then
Breakfast, everything.
I did the improv
that night.
Everybody
went on. Everybody that was with us
and
went on that
I
night.
was so nervous, and you was like, Church, this is just like
D-Ray let us all
you
get
say,
on
nigga,
that
this is just like all that other shit you do. Get up there and have fun. And I got up there and I tore the roof off that motherfucker. I had so much fun that night. Nigga, that night, Cat showed up again. He was about an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
Red Grant called him and told him like he had just saw me on stage. He said these little niggas is on fire. Cat pulled up and me and you was standing out front smoking a cigarette.
Right.
Nigga walked up, peeled off about $1,500, just handed it to this nigga out of nowhere. Like I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Then he was like, then G turned around, broke all us off. You know what I'm saying?
Man, didn't I do it right? Come on, Church. Was that love?
I'm talking about.
Was that love, Church?
Gave us everything this nigga had just gave him. I'm like,
I turned around and broke my niggas off. You feel me?
That shit was crazy. This nigga can't go back in his pocket. I was like, man, this shit is crazy. Like
nigga hit me with another 15.
It's like so,
man, that's hella
so it was
shit.
nothing for me to show up to the airport with your name on the side for a nigga that did all that to me his first time meeting me in LA. It was like, nigga, I got the royal carpet treatment in LA the first time I was here. That's just the first time I was here. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, after you came to Chicago, then we came back. I came back out here.
That's when me, Grady, what's the nigga I was scared of? Grady will tell you. It was a nigga look, I'm rolling packs, nigga. We going up and down. We was mashing. I got a rental truck. We going everywhere. It was one nigga I was scared of, the nigga with the karate suit on. Major. I was so scared of this nigga because he wore karate suits, right?
How could you not be scared of a nigga who will walk through the hood in a karate suit?
But the nigga had on karate shoes.
Nigga.
And I'm like, this nigga gotta know some shit.
The shoes with
but
the
he wouldn't
feet
say nothing to me. He'd just look at me. And Grady was the same way. And one night I asked Grady, I said, man, what's your motherfucking beef? Grady said, nah, man, you good, man. I'm just looking at you like, man, you need to get the fuck out of here because you got all this weed, you got all this money, and you looking like you're fucking lick around here. That's what you looking like.
That you sound just like one of these niggas gonna rob.
Hey, and he was serious as fuck, but I looked at him like, gonna rob who?
He like,
nigga?
But his whole, like, that nigga.
Because he ain't never seen a nigga from the West Coast like me.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm running with a nigga that's, come on, Church, you wasn't holding like that.
Nigga,
you know what I mean?
Nigga.
And then, nigga, when I left, it was certified. You know what I mean? It was serious. Like, that little nigga serious. It wasn't even the such thing of them niggas trap that type of music. You was my first experience of the real Shy. Yeah. You know, I only had family down there, like Washington Park and certain shit I knew that I wanted to go to on the South. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I got family down there, but when I fuck with you, you gotta think. If a nigga asks me where I'm from in Chicago, I'm from 57 in Champaign. Cause I held that little block down, nigga. We slurred that motherfucker counter down. Shout out to my man Meech, man. My nigga Meech,
stayed
man,
over there
we blew the
forever.
roof off that bitch.
But nigga, that shit was crazy. Now, I remember the next time I came back to LA. Now, this is one of my crowning moments. Like,
come on, nigga. I had about a good 6-7
I didn't
year
even
run.
come out here for myself this time. I came out here because they was doing the reboot for Def Jam. And at the time, I was popping. I
remember Bob Sawyer was your guy.
I had a little fresh money in my pocket. I
Come
said,
on
man,
now.
I'm finna just fly out to LA to watch.
You was up.
They was like, "God, you just flying out there to watch the show? You ain't doing it?"
You know
I
what?
said, yeah, I'm
Horace
just
was
coming out there.
already here. Horace had came. I
flew.
wanted to take you and Horace back home with me. And y'all looked at me like, what type of nigga is this?
Yeah, I was like, nigga, I'm not.
Because I'm shooting pilots every day.
Right.
I'm working. And I'm like,
Nigga
bro.
was working like
And
crazy.
then you was like, nah, I ain't going. Your whole family like, go, nigga, what you lose?
I left the next year though.
But Horace came like 3 months, nigga. I remember seeing Horace at Giovanni's Pizza. Shout out to was that or the other nigga?
That's Marlon Mitchell.
That was
That's
Marlon
Mitchell too.
But then we had the other the spot we used to go fuck with. That was Marlon Mitchell too. Then okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Horace looked at me good, man. And he was like, "I'll be there, chill." And I looked at him like, "Yeah, right."
You can't tell Horace to come somewhere and
Bro,
think he ain't gonna come.
It wasn't 3 months. I remember.
He
Bro, I was
coming.
gonna have my baby and shit. And
Yeah.
I remember waking up, bro, like, ding dong. My shit don't ding dong. You couldn't get in this gate unless Jesus prayed for you.
How did you get up here?
Right. That was the whole thing. But how did you know this number?
This is a gated community.
Nigga,
and it's security
MTV
on the
paid
first
for
floor.
this. I know you don't get up here. It take a key to get in here. I know it. The nigga had his whole life in his backpack. He said, "Church, I'm here." I would never say the phrase to a nigga, "Look me up in Hollywood."
that nigga showed up like Huckleberry Finn with the stick with the little bag tattoo.
Hey, he did. And he did.
But that nigga came out here with a dream,
Bro.
and
I'll never forget, man. Like,
and never looked back.
the little nigga damn near got lost
He was
in Snoop
fucking
house
15,
for 6
bro.
months. We didn't even forgot the nigga.
Oh, I ain't
was
even got
with
there
us.
yet. Slow down. We're gonna get there.
This is one of our favorites, nigga.
He was 15, 16 years old when he made the
nigga
move.
was a runaway, bro. He
He
never
basically
told me.
was a runaway.
He was
He
17.
jumped up,
He was
left the
17.
crib,
I
and
never
came
knew.
to LA and just was here.
Nigga,
Within a couple of months, he was on Lil JJ show.
I had to sick him somewhere.
Just Jordan
I had to put
doing
him
some
somewhere
shit
because
like
it was
that.
like he's 17 years old. He running with millionaires, church.
Millionaires.
Listen, multi-millionaires. They love him to death because they can't believe you ain't got nothing
We had
to
to
do
get
today.
the nigga away from Don Juan.
Bro.
He like, man, I was talking to Don. Get the
Man,
fuck from
get-
over there.
come on
Come
here.
from over there. Talking to him.
Because every time you talk to him, you keep looking at everybody like this. Your hand keep cocking.
Come on over here. You ain't built for that.
The little nigga, he got so much game, bro. He was like you to me, where it was like you was naturally already from it because it was the game, and you was like, Lil G, I love you, man, but I gotta be me. And I was like, fool, you stop being you, I ain't gonna fuck with you.
Exactly.
And I said, well, fool, come on, we here. We got it going on, whatever you want to do. You know Horace opened up for me, Tracy Morgan. I can name all the stars, David Chappelle. I can go on for a whole hour on who, every time I got on the mic, he was on the mic.
Nigga, it was mind-boggling to me, just the niggas who knew you. Whether it was like most, and it was nine out of 10 niggas loved you. And if it was, even if a nigga didn't, it was just like, they still knew you.
I mean, we had fun with it.
That's my nigga.
And we had a great time,
But
dog.
when we came out here for that Def Jam shit, I came out here for the Def Jam shit. Now,
That was fun.
at the time,
that was fun.
Dogg, and Cat was working on something. That sounds funny as hell. You Dogg
We
and
had
Cat.
just finished a movie called Blue Carpet Treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, nigga, and like, you know,
Damn, your memory's
Lil
great.
G was always talking about Snoop. And he was like, you know, you hear niggas be like, man, that nigga don't know Snoop like that. Niggas say all kind of shit. But it's like, Lil G, I don't care how crazy the story sounded.
Because Dogg was fucking the man.
It was always, like, validated by somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we chilling. I called a nigga. I said, man, I'm out here for the Def Jam shit. He said, oh, Church, you doing Def Jam? I said, nah, I'm just here to here to watch.
Right, some action.
He said, oh, you stunting on these niggas. That's what you doing. You got a little money in your pocket. You want to let everybody know. You gonna come out here for nothing? Yeah. I said, yeah, nigga, we kicking it. We get together. We hanging out. Nigga, we on our way to the Def Jam tapings. We riding. We get down there, we get inside, nigga, we walking. I'm talking about there's stars everywhere. I see Glenn Lewis. I see goddammit Angie Stone. I see goddammit nigga, we smoke I'm gonna get to that. I see Angie Stone. I see Music Soul Child. I see Sanaa Lathan.
I went and got Dogg before we even got there.
Yeah, no. I didn't see because I had left to go get my peoples and we all rode down there and I met you down there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I met you when we was I met you coming through that hallway when I saw all the star niggas and shit. And then that's when I saw you walk through. It's you, Snoop, Daz, Warren G.
Okay. Warren was with us.
And I think that was it. And y'all come walking through and I was like, oh shit. And you like, church, follow me. Like it wasn't no questions. Like ain't a nigga in the entourage turn around and say, who is dude and them niggas with him? Right. Like when they saw Lil G say, church, follow me, it was cool. And like now I'm part of Snoop entourage. I didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
he love you.
Okay, shit.
He love you.
We walk inside, we chillin', they do the show, we have a good time. Dave Chappelle did some awesome shit that fucking weekend.
Man, that was the dopest shit for me to show Dogg David at his rarest form.
That shit point. It was so rare. And
Dogg loved me for that.
That footage was never put out.
It never put out.
If you wasn't there that night,
he wasn't there,
you don't know what happened.
I remember Dogg going back there and giving Cat a word of encouragement because Cat was hella nervous. Cat was fucking shook, really. This Def Jam, this is like Cat peak right now. Mm-hmm. And, you know, for me to walk the Dogg back there to Cat, you know, that's big. Because, you know, the Dogg don't walk to nothing. You know, everybody takes the Dogg. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And the Cat was hot, church. And
yeah.
the Dogg really
he was that nigga.
Dogg, you know, solidified him, blessed him, and gave him that. And those wings went further, which Cat gave me mine.
Exactly.
And I just trickled down what I could do.
That was the real shit I saw when I came out here in front of the
And that was the beginning of Black Hollywood.
Niggas,
that was the beginning of Black Hollywood.
I was like, these niggas is really like putting they friends in positions. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this is how this works. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, when we left there, we go riding down Sunset Boulevard. Now I hope Snoop don't see this and want to beat my ass, but I'm about to. But we ride down Hollywood Boulevard. Snoop got this dope ass old school. I think it's a Lincoln or some shit.
Riviera.
Whatever. It's got like shit airbrushed on the trunk.
His whole family was back there on the trunk. Car. Cause I remember we jumped out and the car stopped. Damn, your memory.
We get in the car. We riding, right? We riding. Now for some reason, we riding and like I'm in my car. I'm in the rental. I'm on the side. I'm riding next to Snoop, so I'm like, I'm clowning.
You having a ball.
I'm pulling up on him. I'm trying to pass the blood out the window to the nigga and shit.
We having a ball.
I'm trying to pass the blood out the window to Snoop. I'm living it up.
Right.
Man, this nigga Snoop car stopped. That motherfucker cut off. We riding with $1 million nigga in a $200,000 souped up car, and that bitch cut off. It had neon lights on it, all kind of shit. That motherfucker cut off like clank, clank, clank. We right on Sunset.
Nigga, it's 1,000 cars.
Let me tell you something. This is the coolest nigga I've ever seen. Snoop ain't break stride. He got out the car. The door opened, that nigga leg came out. It took his leg 45 minutes to come out the car. I swear to God. He like 92 feet tall. And like the whole time his leg was coming out, all I heard was dun 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 dun. I swear to God.
Theme music was talking in the back.
All I heard was Snoop songs playing while he walked. Like ain't nothing really playing, but every time Snoop took a step, you heard ain't nothing but a G thing playing in the background. Like it was kind of like the Michael Jackson video when he stepped on the squares and they lit up.
Get in the car with us.
Snoop gets out the car, walks around to the front, pops the hood.
Okay.
Go under there and fool around with some shit. Close that bitch. That motherfucker stood up. I was like, God damn. You ready, little homie? I was like, yes.
Hey, you know that's funny as shit that you remember that, sir. Shout out to the Rider Gang. Nigga, that shit is way large now.
That nigga peeled out.
The niggas got a whole squad. They do it with Percy and the rest of them niggas. Wiz Khalifa, Cedric the Entertainer, Stan the Man. It's a lot of motherfuckers that they doing it with now, man, that's riding on Sunset. And a lot of that shit is really what a lot of shit we started, man. Like, motherfuckers wasn't blowing zips by the Hollywood sign and hanging out like that, man. It's just crazy. You remember all that shit, man. You know, it's crazy, man.
That was my introduction.
Showing y'all Hollywood like that. Like, Sky bars, and we had a lot of shit back then going on, and concerts, and you name it, man. Like my man Mark Simmons, me, him, Deion Cole, T-Rex, man. Shout out all them
niggas was out here at the time.
All them dudes used to take me around and show me around when I was a kid.
And them was all the niggas that put me up. Like, man, when you get out there, holla at Lil G.
Yeah, man.
He know everybody and everything.
And we had fun, though. See, it was different. But now you can't get a motherfucker to introduce you to nobody. Mm-hmm. And it's not just because of that. It's just because of their data. They feel, I know these people you don't.
And my friends are my friends, and they will remain my friends.
It ain't got the other Black Hollywood now. So, you know, like I say, man, I'm proud of you, man. I love what you're doing, man. I was very proud of you. I'm going to tell you one of my greatest moments for you is when I got a chance not to see you for a while. And see, the separation of friendship, man, is where I don't have to be around you every day, but I can pick up where I left off.
Right.
You understand what I'm getting at? And I think I was on tour again in Atlanta. And I was like, fool, where you at, fool? And you was in Atlanta, and you was like, nah, man, I'm on tour, man. I'm with this nigga here. Baby, I'll be sitting here with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, right? And you was like, Lil G, I'm coming to L.A. And I was like, man, you ain't coming to L.A. You was like, I am. I'm coming with the nigga and shit.
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah, you had the nigga and shit, you know? And I had worked with Anthony Hamilton 1,000 times, you know, with Jamie Foxx on, you know, we had a Monday night or whatever.
Right.
And I was like,
yeah, that's
damn.
Fucking R&B shit they used to do.
It was, you know, so it was crazy.
Nigga, I saw Babyface.
I'm saying. So you know, like the shit I had seen, and it was like, damn, you know, I had been on the road with everybody at the time, and I never thought about the R&B community, right? Mm-hmm. So when I seen you tell me, like, I'm going to be opening up for the R&B community. And I was kind of like, all right. At the time, the chick I was dating, I couldn't afford the tickets. I ain't know the motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I knew the nigga, but I ain't know the nigga. You know what I mean?
That's that
so when you called me and said, yo, church, get there, I got you.
Yeah.
I was more like, all right, let me put on my hat, my baby, I'm in there.
Yeah, I'm in there.
And I thought the motherfucker was going to say, all right, you're going to go way up there, and you're going to sit, you had it laid out for me, Jack, right?
Right here.
And the cold part about it was, and damn fool Kevin, nigga, cool Kevin, right? Yeah. And you came out, you did the thing, and they was wondering why I was so happy for the comedian.
Right, because nobody else knows who the fuck I am.
Everybody looking at me like, what's wrong with this nigga? I said, the boy's good, you know?
And that was my favorite part about being on tour.
But that was
nobody knew who I was.
That was my greatest moment
They had no expectations.
And you killed every show.
I would come out there on fire.
Bro.
Running out there. I couldn't wait.
I couldn't wait for you because I was so happy for you because I was like, wow. For me to see Horse on Broadway, that was like, wow. Like, I watched y'all take it to another level every time. So that made me feel like, wow, man, I inspired somebody before I expired all.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
That was big to Lil G.
And speaking of expiring, we're going to have to take a break right here. So we're going to expire for a second and pay some of these goddamn bills.
Today's episode of the Did You Miss Me podcast is brought to you by our good friends over at Fume. Fume is a natural aromatherapy inhaler made from Canadian maple in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. They've been in the business of helping people quit smoking for over 3 years now, with 25,000 customers served, as well as 650 positive testimonials of people quitting smoking. Fume is a natural wooding inhaler that uses cores infused with the world's super plants to help you combat the cravings of smoking, vaping, and nicotine. Great for replacement therapy. This small little tool right here allows you to replace that hand-to-mouth motion that you're used to when you're smoking. If you notice, a lot of people tend to gain weight when they stop smoking. It's because they replace that hand-to-mouth motion that they use from smoking with eating, because it's the same thing. This allows you to pretty much trick yourself into not doing such. Conquer Course kicks smoking's butt by fighting nicotine cravings with black pepper, promoting better breathing with peppermint, eucalyptus, and reducing stress with lavender and cinnamon. Beyond just quitting smoking, Fume also has cores designed for relaxation, improved focus, and improving physical performance. Now, fellas, y'all know what they mean by improving physical performance. Use the promo code DYMM or click on the link in the show notes in order to save 10% off your order. That's FUMEESSENTIAL.com and use the promo code DYMM and start creating positive habits.
We are back after that rough ass commercial break I just took us to. and we're out of here.
Boy's good.
Well, shit smooth about that.
Boy's good. Boy's good.
But nigga, like, honestly, like, this, y'all don't understand. Like, this is an episode, like, y'all be talking shit like, oh, damn fool be over talking the guests. Okay, sometimes I do. But I don't even want this nigga to talk. I really just want to sit here and talk about him because it's like just so much shit I seen, nigga. That even that night with Snoop, like, nigga, once we left the show, once the car started back up and we went to the Snoop gonna kill me for telling people his car cut off.
Car cut off.
Rich as hell, car cut off. And this is like this. I think he had just joined No Limit, right?
No, fuck.
No. This was past that. This is the Blue Carpet Treatment album. Yeah. It was about to come out because we left there. We went to the little club first for the after party. Stopped by there. This was when I seen the craziest shit ever. Here's where people stop believing the story. We walk in the door.
Stop believing the story.
We walk in the door, right? They see Snoop. These Chinese people went crazy. They just start running. So I'm like, why are they running like that? I'm thinking they running to go get pens and paper so they can get autographs. These motherfuckers ran backstage and came out. The bitch had a ton of fucking incense in her hand. She started passing incense out to all the other little Chinese women that worked in the store. They started running around the restaurant putting incense everywhere because they knew Snoop was finna smoke they shit the fuck out. They was like, hum bum ting, hum bum bum, hum bum, hum bum. They started aces. Nigga, we went somewhere. I know it was like it was.
We can only sit down. It was like a
Chinese
food. Yeah.
Oh, you
that was the Oasis. They don't have that motherfucker no more.
Bro, they started running. Wow. And speaking in Chinese and telling each other shit. I didn't know they were saying, bitch, get the incense. I had no idea that's what she was saying, but that's exactly because that's what she did. She came out with a bushel of them bitches.
You talking about some funny
they
shit
putting
that
them
night.
Motherfuckers up everywhere. Snoop went straight to the back like he knew his spot. He went and sat down. That was the night I met Lil Half Dead. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, this is the scariest nigga alive. This nigga look like he killed somebody on the way here. like for fun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was told us to go back there and do some comedy for these niggas. I was like, I hope this nigga is entertained. You know what I'm saying? I hope this nigga is enjoying this. Because he look like he gonna kill everybody in here if he don't laugh.
I can't remember. You remember all this shit,
bro, man. That nigga, man, they put them incense up. That boy smoked that whole goddamn restaurant out. A club, whatever it was. It was by the time we left, that motherfucker was a dispensary. That bitch was done for.
That nigga is known to set some house alarms off.
Man. That shit was too funny.
You gotta think, nigga, it wasn't freely smoking back then, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even smoke like that back then.
No, I'm talking 10, 12 years ago.
That nigga was the real.
I ain't talking like America. Right now. I'm talking about almost 12 years ago. Nigga, like literally.
15, nigga. You talking about
that nigga 15 years ago.
Bro,
like,
he being royalty. If it wasn't really.
This was probably like
niggas wouldn't even be
05.
doing this.
This was 05, 06.
Niggas wouldn't even be doing this shit, dog. This just comes with media. Like now, if you can't talk without a blunt in your mouth, the way he set the trend for it.
Nigga, it's times.
That's ignorant.
It's times where if I don't light up, the people be in the comments like, "What's wrong with food?" Like, I just didn't want to smoke today. Is he sick?
Man, the nigga smokes, man. He's somewhere right now probably watching this shit laughing at us.
Man, I hope so.
Because he probably didn't forgot the shit. Like, what
Man,
the fuck?
that shit was so funny. Then we went to the studio. Like, this is just surreal to me. I'm with Snoop all night. You know what I'm saying? Just because Lil G said he okay. It was like me, my homegirl, and
but you know what? That's one thing I'll say about the
we
West
just all
Coast,
kicked
man.
it.
One thing about the West Coast, man, like, we really embrace people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people have to remember this. Once we embrace you guys,
They close to the mic.
or whoever we embrace,
Yeah.
you're stamped, right?
You there. You in there.
But then it come a time where people be stamped, and then they turn their back on the West. Where now you got a nice crib, you got your situation together, and now you don't see me doing as well. And
you sound like
you're not doing it right.
Niggas on the East Coast ain't got love for Snoop Dogg.
No, it's not Snoop Dogg. It's not about an East or
No,
West
no,
thing.
just playing.
The down south, everybody working, but don't come here and act like niggas ain't really helped you in no
Exactly.
way,
Like you don't
form, or
remember.
fashion.
Yeah.
But it's not your job to help any man. You owe nobody nothing. What God got for you, he has for you. But you bringing me on your platform and thinking about the days when I could do for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You don't know what I can do now. Like, I don't know what you can do now.
But that was the whole
that's
thing.
what's
It wasn't
happening
even
now.
about
They're just
that.
so secretive now.
It wasn't even about that.
It wasn't
was
about
like,
that. It was
'cause
about
you
us
didn't-
growing.
Like
In the business.
We had met a motherfucker that you was close with, validated me, and so it was like you took me under your wing. We kicked it. We rode. You came to the crib. I introduced you
bro.
to my
Y'all was
family.
down
So when I
south funny,
came back
man.
out
It
here,
was
it was
down
like
south
by then
south
we was
funny.
family.
It was
So
funny.
we kicked it, man. I'm talking about we literally sat in the studio and heard the first cut of the album.
You met whoever Akons and
Bro,
whoever
we
else,
walked-
the Nates and the.
Man, we
You know,
walked in that
those are moments
studio.
people can't talk about because they didn't live it. They wasn't there, bro. They'll never understand that time and point in life again, bro. There's just some things that you just got to take to your grave and say, damn, I did that.
I did that.
You know what I mean? Like, I did that. But you deserved it, fool, because he gave it to me, bro. And I deserved it in somehow in his eyesight. So when he seen that I had the heart to turn around and give it back, church, that's what the West do. Our grandmamas and grandfathers is from Chicago, from Detroit. They from the South. They from New York. They from back there.
Yeah.
We just had enough game of our parents to set it up and
Y'all
sustainable
sound
here in LA.
like country ass niggas anyway out
Hey
here.
man, you don't know how I
Just
feel.
with
to come out
an
the
extra
sweet
with an
potato,
extra
nigga.
R on it.
Everybody got Snicker bars. You got a sweet potato. Nigga don't know that. You know, I'm a real country kid. My father literally is from Louisiana.
Okay.
My mother is from Mississippi. So you raised literally a nigga in school with chillings in his bag for lunch and some greens and cornbread.
Who lunch is that stinking? This nigga got a bag. He got a Ziploc
He
bag
forgot
full
about
of
it in his desk.
Ziploc bag full of chitlins.
But it happens, dog, because that's life.
Yeah.
Like, you niggas was like, when every year mom sent me back straight up Chicago, every year with my cousins, Chicago. So I was used to coming down there. To me, it was concrete jungle. You understand what I'm saying? To me.
That was like me in Mississippi. It was
Like that, I
every
couldn't
summer.
get. I couldn't understand them mosquitoes and shit. I couldn't under them light bugs. I catch the motherfuckers and my auntie be like, what is all this blinking in my house? This nigga Lil G, huh? Nigga, you hear me? I was trying to get them bitches back to LA and sell
Yeah,
them,
see,
you
that's
know?
the little G I want to hear about. Tell me about that nigga, the little young.
Can you imagine?
Tell me about young G.
Nigga, can you imagine seeing some shit light up in the backyard and you can get a bucket of them motherfuckers and take back to LA? Fuck these ices I'm selling. If I get these light up bugs, nigga, I'm gonna be nigga.
Niggas ain't never seen these.
I'm finna smoke the shit out some bugs.
Nigga, smuggling bugs.
Somehow I cut a little hole in the top of them shits in my auntie house to let them breathe. Them bitches squirmed out that bitch, and her whole house was lighting up. I tell you,
Who put these Christmas lights up?
that was the worstest whooping I got in Chicago. next to me almost busting my auntie pipes around that motherfucker. They leaving the shit dripping all night. I can't sleep with this shit. I get up in the night and turn this shit off. She like, what motherfucker done turned these pipes off?
Nah, it's so.
Yo, California ass.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Because there's so many people confused right now. Like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, my ass.
But if you live somewhere where it's cold, here's what happens.
Tell them.
When it's cold outside, when it's below 0 temperatures, you have to leave your water dripping or running a little bit, or your pipes will freeze and them bitches will bust. And when them pipes burst, there's no water. It's over for your ass. Like,
why am I the only nigga on this show with an interpreter?
Bruh.
What I'm saying is, I had no knowledge of none of that.
None of
shit.
it.
I had no knowledge of none
Y'all
of
ain't
that.
got to do that in California.
I'm a cousin from California, out of town, sleeping on the couch. Where's the kitchen at? Next to the couch. And all I hear is water. I said, wait a minute, somebody done left the water on. Our helpful cousin don't want your water bill to be high. Right. So I go in there and turn it off because I can't sleep. All I hear is, motherfucker, you.
First you bought these goddamn lightning bugs here.
Yeah, lightning bugs. Now you fucking with my pipes. I got my ass whipped so bad in Chicago. I felt you supposed to come down here to fight anyway. You know, I just thought that's what it was really about. You know, I didn't want to bullshit you. At no point, man.
Now you fucking with my pipes.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Them people ain't playing, man. They was serious, man. And I didn't understand how serious the different life, like how you had to adapt. When I seen y'all niggas, I was like, why you got all these clothes on? Like when outside, I was like, oh, that's why you got all these clothes.
Exactly. Okay. You got to layer up, nigga. When you dealing with that, when you dealing with that, what we call the hawk.
Nigga, but I'm saying, you got to think, I'm sunny California all day. Gym shorts.
Gym shorts.
That's what you niggas are calling him. He got on gym shorts.
That boy got on gym shorts and sneakers.
Like,
tennis shoes.
Niggas really beat your wife out here all day. Look at them tank tops you wear. I'm like, what's wrong with you niggas?
My auntie from Mississippi used to always say tennis shoes or tennis. Get your tennis.
Yeah, get your tennis.
Yo, who? I'd be like, please don't say that in front of my friends.
Like my track shoes.
Please don't say that in front of my friends. They don't know what the hell.
Then you had that other uncle. That nigga would say, we ain't had no shoes.
Right. All right, shit, boy, you should be glad.
Why your feet look like that?
Yeah. You talking about pay less. How about no shoes at all? Like, nigga.
Uncle, no shoes.
Who had no shoes? It's like,
none of us.
Get your, like, we ain't go through nothing. I ain't go through it that bad. Like,
I didn't.
Now, I didn't have a pair of shoes where the goddamn it, my foot was scraping the bottom of the ground. And like, yeah. That's when you just.
I would double sock.
That's when you just you just take your
go that hard to the ground now.
You find your cardboard box.
Like,
your time.
Yeah, you try easy credit rip up. You try to make me feel like, ain't you lucky we got him? You try to make me feel like hanging in the Jordan. Like, nigga, come on.
Do you realize?
I don't think we.
Listen,
I bet you had shoes on your feet. So I don't know what you went through before.
We've always. I remember when I first told this nigga I was the little boy in the window on Good Times. And that nigga was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I said, yeah, man, you know when they first come on, that little boy in the window like this.
I'm like, you Michael?
I was like, that was my first TV show. That nigga was like, man, get the fuck out of here. I had that nigga going for about 2 hours until somebody else came over and fucked it all up for me.
Hey, man.
Nigga.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here.
You know, it's funny, like, we've never known what they say on that part. Like, we always say hanging in the Jordans.
Hanging in the Jordan? That's hilarious.
But it's hanging in the chow line.
Hanging in the chow
I never knew that until like 2 years ago, nigga.
Hey, nigga, the funniest shit to me.
Oh, I never seen that.
Yeah, it's a hella sketch.
But I read it like online.
No, this is the coldest
like hanging
shit.
in the chow line.
This is the coldest part about Chicago to me, where like Chicago is Chicago. They got north side, you got certain sides, and then you got like this Lake Michigan view thing. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you cold, that's the cold. The motherfucker like Alaskan, I think he put his jacket on.
It's next level. It's next level.
Right? Experiencing that, man. Experiencing all cities. Just having fun, man. Like really getting the best out of this thing that you really love getting paid to do, man. That you like traveling, you like meeting people. You know what I mean? But now it's kind of a step back, but you come from the raw of it. Like you came from really, I ain't got
I caught that end of it.
Hold on, man. But you came from, I ain't got nothing but a joke. Mm-hmm. Like, you know that joke was worth $40. You know that jerk was worth $40. And that joke was worth $40. And that jerk was, you know what I mean? So
add it up.
You add your 40s up, and then you can stack and say, I really appreciate and understand the real frat of what this is to be frat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, everybody went to college, some stump niggas. I respect them. But this my stump college. I get out of line, nigga. Go on, you know. But
comic.
You did. And I always wanted to give you a reward on that because ever since you've been working. It don't stop working.
No, man. That's one thing I learned from you is to keep going.
Keep going. Yeah. I mean, there be days I be wanting to slow down, but every time I see y'all motivate me. Shout out to the internet comics that they say, but you guys are comedians as well. Tighten up on your craft, tighten up on your production, and it is what it is, business. Yeah. Nobody take it from us. So
now, being a motherfucker that was in the thick of it at that time, what is some of the craziest, like, maybe tour experiences or like just, you know, I mean, good times, bad times, crazy times.
The craziest tour you really want to hear, nigga, right now was my tours, nigga.
Of course.
Mine was the worstest. You want to talk about the worstest tours in the world? I mean, everybody else's tour was great, successful.
Yeah, great time.
My tours was the worstest. Like, I had to grow into touring for myself.
Exactly.
I'm used to.
Yeah, because you thinking your tour gonna be like the tour you just opened up for.
Right.
No.
No.
It's two different tours.
Oh, Lord. It was, fuck y'all then. Who is y'all? Yeah, 30 motherfuckers. It was the hate crime tour. It was my tour was, this all y'all, you know, it was a,
boy, you do
man, let's go to the car. You know, it was, nigga do my show in the parking lot. I will not pay for this venue tonight out of my pocket.
I hear you.
No, man, I had to learn, man. And I'm thankful, dog, just for all the guys that took me on the road. All the guys that ever gave me an opportunity just to see the game at another level every time where it can evolve. And it just goes higher and higher and higher. So I never wanted to not be a student. I never wanted to stop learning.
Yeah.
I never wanted to not, you know what I mean? So that's what I can say was the wildest thing on tours. With the Eddie Griffins, your Davis, whoever I went out with, you know, rock bands, anything I went out with, I just wanted to learn more and more as I was on those tours to say, damn, when I go back on my tour, I'll know to add this, I'll add that, I'll see this, I'll do this. But mine was the worstest, man. It was is that the word? The worstest?
The worst.
It was the, man, when I tell you I had to get through those dates, though. Now, let's say somebody give you 200 dates. Mm-hmm. You like, damn, I got 200 days. You showing off. Nigga, check right there. You know what I'm saying? Telling the kids, lobster pizza.
Lobster pizza.
Don't bring that motherfucking bacon up in there, no bacon, bitch. Right?
Lobster pizza.
So you didn't have fun and everything, but now you got to go do this work. Mm-hmm. Now you get in here, don't nobody speak English. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa. What did I do? Right?
Yeah. ¿Qué pasa, güey?
All of that. They're like, for you ready? Like, Leo Martin Valdez. It's like, Yo, what did I do? Now you got 100 Mexican days. Now you got 40 niggas that's gonna come out $1 for a ticket. 40 of you. They sit in the audience with their cell phone like, yeah, nigga, come on. What you say with the BET charges? Niggas just trying to make a movie on the movie.
A movie
it's
on
like,
the movie.
It's just
they bootlegging the bootleg.
Bro, it was my tours was the coldest because you'll be getting all type of shit going on, bro. Like you would see motherfuckers come out of nowhere. You'd be like, this nigga is following me. Damn, he's trying to start. Why does he keep getting in here talking about he's the? Do you know Mr. Nigga? We don't know him. Like. Like, nigga, who is these niggas chasing me?
Nigga.
Like, it was just funny for me to see tours, man. And I have no complaints, man. No. Nothing wild, something that you ain't never seen. Like, motherfucker leaving, nigga, like, he was an all right guy. You know?
Yeah.
Leave him. You know
Nigga,
what
I don't know what it was. It just said, like, when I was on tour, it was always, like, I was like, I guess I just kept getting involved with the jankiest promoters.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. It's not you.
If not me.
But it's man, look, the coldest, jankiest promoter I probably can say is like, no names, but it's a small city, right? You go, they send you the money. You like, oh, okay, can't be that bad. But you got to tell them, hey, man, I got to be in and out. They're like, oh, let me get you here the day before. Ooh, you got to watch that word. Because I hate the street from the stage, but get there the day before, you always want to rest up to feel the city, right?
Yeah. Usually when a nigga tell you he go fly
They
the
gonna
day
drag
before,
you
that's because he
all
done put
through
you
the
on a
city.
spirit flight and you got to take
whatever, you
7.
got to hurry up and get there,
Yeah,
right?
nah, you on a standby flight. Dude.
Bro.
You got to leave a day early.
Bro, I swear, bro, this ain't no bullshit story. The promoter, bro, literally had a dressing room. He had my dressing room before I got there.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just trying. I don't know what's going on.
He in there trying on your shit?
I don't know. I ain't got nothing in here. I'm coming in, right? But he leaves a bag in the dressing room.
Okay.
A suit bag. Which I don't wear suits like that. I have a suit jacket or something. I don't even gonna have this suit jacket on.
Ain't got no suit bag.
No suit bag. You don't know.
Ain't got no suits to buy a suit bag. Back
so
then.
we in here, we close the door, everything through. The show packed, bro. He goes to the box office, clear the box office out. He has no intention on coming back to pay nobody out. Oh, he gone.
Oh, he's leaving.
Oh, he's gone.
When they cleared out.
Oh, but he's gone. But don't forget, you got a suit bag in there. I ain't nobody in my crew went through it, but when I'm on stage, don't let nobody in here. That's a rule. If whoever I leave in the green room,
That's
your job is to don't let nobody in here. Mm-hmm. I don't care who it is, what it is, what you don't do.
The nigga that own this bitch can come down here.
I don't care.
Don't let
he on
nobody
stage. When
in.
he get off stage, you come back in here.
Right.
All right. And I come off the stage. Can't nobody find this nigga. I ain't tripping. What I do? Clear out my green room. Get the bag. Suit bag. Hey, left in my green room.
What's in the suit bag?
What's in the suit bag? Man, I tell you, a nigga ain't never called me so much in my life. Hey, man, you hear me? So shout out to you, man. You hear me? I left your suit bag, didn't
I took what was in it, though.
I? Had to do it. The nigga car keys was in there. He was finna fuck everybody. And you already went up there, cleared the box office out, put the money in the suit bag, moving too fast.
Oh, you left the money and the car keys in the suit
I
bag.
tell you left everything.
Oh, yeah, this nigga stupid.
And I tell you, shout out to you, man, for that janky ass shit you tried, man. Hey, left your suit bag.
It's still there if you want to go get it.
You gotta be up on them niggas, man. You know what I mean? I just beat the shit out of them, you know, then you going to jail anyway.
Nigga, the nigga I was fucking with, this nigga, Only like usually on here we put them names out there, but the only reason I'm not gonna do it is because I know he gonna change. I know he gonna change the name of the business, and he gonna do some more shows, and I'm gonna work with him.
You know who you was.
Cause see, here's the thing about it. It's like I've worked with some niggas that I know is janky. If you call me and you say, "Hey, you got the money," because I know you're a janky motherfucker, I'm gonna ask for mine up front.
All of it.
I need half of it up front, and I need half when I get off the plane. Now, if you didn't work that out with the other nigga that's headlighted, because I used to do this nigga's tours, and I would just open up for him. Now, we would get there, we'd do the show. Every time the show was over, though, this nigga would leave. Like, he disappeared.
That's what they do.
And so now, I came there with him, so everybody like, hey, man, where your mans go? I don't know what you're talking about. I work for him. Like, not with him.
Now you the front.
I'm on stage closing the show out. Niggas waiting on me.
Oh,
Nigga.
yeah.
The craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in fucking Charlotte, I think. I'm opening for Frankie Beverly and Maze. Right? This nigga done put a tour together. It's Frankie Beverly and he got somebody else in it. But I'm opening up and hosting the concert. Right. Do the show. Frankie Beverly come out, do his thing. He killed it, man. I'm talking about, I've never seen so many motherfuckers on walkers and canes with bedpans and nurses. Enjoy themselves for 2 hours. I'm talking about them old people did not sit down for fucking 2.5 hours, man. They stood up the entire time, man.
They couldn't sit down and it wasn't getting up. So they had to give it up tonight. They've been Ben Gay rapping all month for that night. I'd go out do the show. Frankie Beverly do his thing, kill. Show over. I come on stage. The manager walk up to me. He say, "Hey, damn fool, Frankie want to see you in his green room." Right. I'm in the dressing room. I said, "Oh, okay, cool." So I walk down to Frankie's dressing room. I walk in. When I walk in, I walk inside the door. The door closed behind me. Now, when the door closed behind you and you didn't close it, you always turn to see, what the fuck was that? I turn around. It's a nigga behind the door closing the door. He closed the door dramatic as hell, like, You already know you ain't finna get away. So I turn around and I look. I see the nigga. He's standing there all black, black hat on, black shades. It's another nigga on the other side of the door, all black, black hat, black shades. Frankie is sitting in front of the mirror, you know what I'm saying? It's a little table in front of him, so it kind of look like he's sitting at a desk. It's 2 big black old niggas right here, 2 big black old niggas right here, right? Looking like Uptown Saturday Night. So exactly, everybody got on fedoras, suit jackets. I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Niggas that push their hat down. Ice pick killers. you know how they had Tom and Jerry used to push his head down like this. Right. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on, right? So he said, come on in. I step a little forward. I look, it's 2 more niggas in. I said, man, what the fuck is going on? So he like, hey man, what's up with where your boy go? I said, who that? Hey, your boy. Nigga. The other nigga, you know what he's the other nigga in the corner said, the promoter. Yeah. You know what time it is. I said, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he went back to the hotel room. Nah, I already sent somebody over there to check on that. I'm like, this nigga Frankie Beverly is a goddamn gangster. This nigga like, yeah, somebody already went and checked on that. He done checked out. I said, you went and found out the nigga checked out? Who you sending to do that? One of them bitches over there in that So I'm like, show tonight. Now, as I'm looking around, I'm peeping what's going on. I was like, oh man, I didn't got caught in the R. Kelly video. This nigga think he Mr. Biggs and I'm R. Kelly and they finna whoop my ass. Now I look around the room and I assess the room and I swear, here's where people start believing the story. You can't fuck with them old I looked at Frankie and I said, hey man, I don't know what this Mr. Biggs shit is, y'all know. I said, but collectively, I don't know what this Mr. Biggs shit is. I was like, I don't know what this Mr. Biggs shit, y'all know. I said, but I don't really fuck with dude like that. I said, so I ain't got the money. I said, I work for the nigga, not with the nigga. He ain't got our money together. I said, so all of this shit ain't even necessary. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got an R. Kelly beat. I said, and I'm going to be honest with you.
I looked around the room, and collectively, you niggas is about 2,000. There's no way I'm losing it here. I was like, I'm getting out this room, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
What you call them niggas 2,000?
The old nigga in the corner, he was trying hard to stay tough. That nigga started laughing. He couldn't take it. He broke down and started laughing. Because I'm like, man, everybody in here 80. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting out this room. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm a little scared. But I'm getting out this room,
nigga. It was the Ice Big Killers. But I'm getting out.
Because ain't nobody hip shit in here.
It's going to be a struggle, but I'm not going to be the one struggling.
It is not a good hip in this room. I'm getting out of here.
Kenyatta. Karate body uncles in this bitch.
These niggas was really.
So you knew you could take them on.
Yes, man.
But they didn't know you could have it.
They had me pinned into that motherfucker. I was like, this nigga, he really got a bunch of old gangsters with him, and they was finna whoop my ass about this little money. Man, that shit was too much, man. Listen, man, we gotta take one more break. Pay these sponsors. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all in a little bit.
COVID spring break is right around the corner, people, and you know what that means. Spring break in your pants. Manscaped is here to ensure that the party in your pants never stops, though. Even Veronica Cornerstone wouldn't be able to say no to this pants party. So for all of you fellas out there preparing the pants party for this spring break, I have an exclusive 20% off discount by using my promo code DYMM at manscaped.com. Now, you've all heard me talk about Manscaped and rave about the trimmer and the ball toner and all those different things. I love Manscaped because they're dedicated to helping me level up my full body grooming game. The Perfect Package 3.0 kit comes with the Essential Lawnmower 3.0 waterproof cordless body trimmer and a ton of other liquid formulations to round out your grooming routine. This is the best trimmer on the market, people. For those of you who may be in need of a chest or ball shave, their third generation trimmer features a cutting edge ceramic blade that reduces grooming accidents thanks to the advanced skin safe technology pioneered by Manscaped. You can also adjust settings to get the length you like, and you can stay on top of it with almost no effort at all. Don't ruin any vibes this spring break or upcoming summer with some peeking pubes coming out of your swimsuit. Be sure to use their crop cleanser, body wash to keep your hair and skin feeling healthy and fresh. Inside the Perfect Package, you'll also find Manscaped Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant, an anti-chafing ball deodorant and moisturizer because we know how painful chafing can be when you're wearing your bathing suit all day. For a limited time, subscribers get 2 free gifts: the shared travel bag, $39 value, and patented high-performance, reduced chafing Manscaped boxes. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code DYMM at manscaped.com. Do yourself a favor and always use the right tools for the job. Get 20% off and free shipping with the promo code DYMM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with your free shipping at manscaped.com and use the promo code DYMM. Say aloha to your new beautiful balls with Manscaped.
Yo, we are back. You know what it is. It's Did You Miss Me? The best storytelling podcast in the fucking world. Oh my God. My brothers, Billy Sorrell and D-Lay, are not here today. They're both working on some other things, so I'm holding it down here in the studio. Billy. Yes, sir. But I got my brother Lil G in here. I don't need nobody else when I get this nigga, because I could go on for hours out this motherfucker.
I don't think they have a lifetime worth of podcasts.
We don't have enough podcasts for me to tell y'all Lil G stories. You know what I'm saying? Like the fight at the restaurant, at the fucking club, that I just did not understand at all. It just came out of nowhere, and I just looked up, and you and the nigga was fighting. Like, you and a nigga that you had been with all night. Y'all was kicking it. They was having a good time. And the next thing and the nigga was huge, first of all. So I was a little worried for Lil G. I thought I was going to have to jump in because where I come from is all of us and none of us. You know what I'm saying?
But what was the most gangster part about it?
But it was like they was kicking it.
Back in the same car?
Bruh, they was kicking it, and then, you know, they started arguing. And then, you know what I'm saying? As they started arguing, then they started tussling. I started walking towards them, thinking I'm finna get my ass in the fray. 3 niggas stopped me like, hey, man, you ain't got nothing to do with that. I was like, no, that's my homie, Lil G. They like, hey, man, calm down. I was like, all right, nigga, y'all look aggressive. Like, you know what I'm saying, with y'all big asses.
That's his homie.
You and this big nigga tussled
That's his homie.
Y'all tussled up against the car. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all with a little boat, you got 2 or 3 of them off, bang, 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 bang. And then it was like, y'all.
You know what's funny
y'all
about
bagged
that?
up. Then y'all niggas
and you know
hugged.
I remember, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like started drinking again. They was like, yeah, they just need to get that out. I was like, oh. Okay, yeah, that's his cousin Charles. I was like, get the fuck out of here. What? Yeah, that's his mama's brother's son. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's, dog, you know,
That
LA
shit was
culture
crazy.
is totally different from like Chicago, dog. Like I never understood like what really go on there or what go to here, what go.
It's
So
the
I never
same
got
shit.
into the gang shit when
It's
I
the
go
same
out of town,
shit.
right? But it be certain people that always test you, and then you know you test them, vice versa, and then you still want to see if you still got it.
Yeah.
And is you still with me, nigga?
Oh yeah, because when
Is
you
still
leave,
my boy?
when you leave the hood and start doing some other shit, niggas be
Niggas
like,
don't
oh,
understand.
you
Niggas
ain't the
don't
same,
understand.
you ain't the same nigga no more.
Like niggas still think
you
like
feel?
a $20 get over is the way now. Like nigga, them days been over. Like if a
So
nigga
you ain't
ask
gonna
me,
run this little mission with me, no?
like mission, nigga. Last time I broke into anything was like a coin store or some. Nigga, they had vending machine robberies back then. It's 20 years, nigga. I ain't. 7-Elevens was the thing back then. Like, nigga get $300 for show in 300 years. Like you have to think, man. Like I ain't robbing shit in years. Like I'm talking about like. Man, fuck. I couldn't even tell a nigga how to execute.
Nigga, how do you rob a coin machine?
You had to be swift.
You just
You had to be swift. I could never incriminate myself. With the washers I used to
you
get.
just bust it open like.
Yeah, you get them big old washers and wash it down in there. Clink, clink. It's a small process, you know. But it's for sure. Hey,
Now I remember when I was
and
short.
wind the motherfucker, wash it back up.
Okay.
Keep it in the machine, you know. Hey, man, you be in there for about 6 hours, but hey.
What the fuck,
It's
nigga?
a
What
day
kind of robbery is
You
this?
gotta hurry up for the man to come.
Ain't no hurry up for 6. You taking a quarter at a time?
Hey,
Fuck.
I'm gonna tell you the coldest.
You
the
fishing
coldest-
quarters out with
the
a
coldest
paper cup.
robbery I've seen, probably.
Okay.
Niggas had a master key, right? Niggas worked at an amusement park, right? And you know the sodas around that bitch was like $5, $6.
Niggas be having players.
Hey man, niggas had to go up in that bitch like withdraw the whole load. Put that bitch in your sack, close that bitch back, and get on. Now you can hit this bitch 2 or 3 times a day if you choose to. But you just being greedy because you got other pirates coming through here with that same key.
When was this? 1979?
No, dog, this was when vending machines.
Where's the
lick, bro?
where is the surveillance
I'm
cameras?
trying to tell, they were there.
Who is
You had to
watching?
dress up as different characters.
This nigga was stagecoach
You had to
robbing.
come through that bitch looking like a whole different character every time you hit that bitch.
Yes, my name is Miguel.
You had to come through that bitch looking like a
Why you
nigga
got your
that's
finger
begging
on
for
your
samples.
lip? Now, this is a mustache.
Right.
No, it's not, nigga.
Bro, can you imagine how much we laughed at shit like that? Like,
Bro.
damn.
That's crazy, nigga.
Nigga, when the police finally caught everybody, nigga, they caught them niggas with keys and everything. In their pocket, they looked at me like, where your key? I done swallowed that motherfucker. I ain't going to jail
Like a
with
Buzz
you,
Buddy cartoon.
I done swallowed that motherfucker. These niggas all got caught with your keys in your pocket.
Did you just
dumb
swallow the key?
motherfucker.
Yes, I swallowed the goddamn key. Nigga, that is crazy. Now, that nigga said coin machines, man. I remember when I was a kid, like, niggas used to run up and, like, bust the phone, the pay phone. Like, some of you niggas probably don't even know what a pay phone is. But there was this little thing that used to be on corners that you can go up to and put a quarter in it and call people. You know what I'm saying? But niggas in my neighborhood used to wait till the end of the week, hit that pay phone.
Hey, man, we had old
Take a
niggas
crowbar,
steal
hit that
cars.
little- hit
We
that
had
little
old
box.
niggas used to steal cars, right?
Mhm.
And like he used to steal so many cars, he be forgetting where he leave the cars at, right? So we'd get the motherfucker and go sell the motor out the motherfucker, sell the tires out the motherfucker. He looking for you the next day. Like, man, I had a sale for that car. What the fuck you sold it to who? You know what I mean? So when you live in a small community like that, man, everything
y'all
can
steal
come
this
up.
man parts.
Well, he stole it.
Y'all done turned this
We
shit.
gonna call the police on us? Shit.
I turned this man's yard into pick apart.
Shit, I had to do it, you know. I mean, when you come up hard like that, you don't give a fuck, man. A buck is a buck, man. But then when you finally get an honest dollar that you work for, old folks say, you cherish it. You know what it means. You know what it is because you work. That's the value of what your work is, to always be able to check a buck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stealing was good. Oh, it was fun. Oh, boy, but when somebody steals from you, it's the worst.
Oh, you feel violated.
Ooh, you feel like going back on tour with Lil G.
You feel like all the times you violated that person, other people. Like all that shit comes back. Like, God damn, they took my shit.
Man, and you look at it like, damn, but
I'd rather get beat up than my house broke in.
well, I'll tell you this.
Cause that feels so worse. It's like
I've been both.
Y'all
So
took
I
all
can't
my
weigh
shit.
out beat up and house
y'all
broken
beat
too.
up.
I think
shit.
beat up sounds a little better than your house broken.
Yeah,
Because
man.
at least you go home to the comfort of your own home.
You lay down.
Right.
And heal your little
But
wound.
beat up and ain't nothing in there.
You get home. You get home and the house empty and your eyes swole, nigga.
And it ain't no more. They took all the tile off your cold floor.
You ain't this motherfucker mad as hell.
Oh, man.
Oh, God,
But
bro.
you know what? That's set up for it called the big payback, the revenge. Sometimes you need that. I've heard of the old saying, oh, fall off the horse.
Yeah,
I heard niggas ain't never got back on that.
Yeah, it's like they laying there like this horse go.
You know what? Let it go.
Hey, what you doing, fam?
Just let it
Waiting
go.
to see if another horse.
I'll walk back to camp.
This
Go
nigga
ahead.
waiting to see if another horse gonna come through. Nah, nigga, you gotta get your. Hey, can I get on the back of yours?
Right.
Hell
Who
no.
does that?
We'll do that over here.
This is not the humpback riding show. The fuck wrong with you?
You're not riding my
Now,
horse.
what you want me to get off my horse and walk with you?
No.
Nah.
You can
You
walk
see how
alone.
far base is from here?
I'll slow down and walk alongside you and keep you company.
Damn
On
lie.
my horse.
I'll tell everybody out here. Let's go, boy. Hey, y'all, fool out there bullshitting. I told him, come on. Nigga like that. Let me meet your horse. Grab his nigga horse and trail it back for him. Get back on it. I'm getting back on that horse, whatever.
Hey, I ain't staying, nigga. Died to
You
death.
better lay across that bitch like a dead man and come on.
Man,
Come on.
Bro.
Man, I done had so much fun with your crazy ass,
So
man.
so many good times. Like real brotherhood, real brothership, real brotherhood shit though. You know what I mean? Like and I'm I avoided it in the beginning, but I am doubling back.
Oh, I can give a damn
Because
what you
I am
say.
definitely good.
You
Yeah, I
always
fuck
got
you.
some weird
You
ass.
keep talking about your
This is
remember.
for the story where people never believe.
Yeah. This they can stop believing all they want to. I was there. Horace was there. He is my witness. I got
I
them.
wish he can call it.
I finally moved to LA. I moved to LA.
Finally moved to LA.
I get in the I call Lil G. Lil G, hey man, I'm finna come over there. I'm like, where you at? He like, oh, you know, I'm over in Compton, G. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Tell me where he at, give me the address.
Oh, shit.
I jump on the highway. Now, I start following the highway to Compton as a, back
You say Compton.
this fucking 14 years ago. So like the GPS shit was a little more
Very
simple than
short and slim.
it was very like turn by
Turn,
turn. Like
turn.
you had to look at it and like it was almost like a map that moved.
It didn't talk.
Yeah, it didn't talk, it didn't do none of that shit.
Not at all.
So I jump in and motherfucker start riding. Now I'm not realizing because the GPS back then wasn't giving you times. It wasn't like, oh, it's gonna take you this long.
Yeah.
You just followed it until you
It
got
wasn't
there.
digital. It was the analog one.
You just followed it until you got there.
You had the analog version.
Nigga, I lived in the valley. I had no idea that driving to Compton from the valley was like taking a road trip to fucking New York. I might as well have drove to fucking New York. It took me fucking almost 3 hours to
All
drive to
day.
this nigga house. Because I went at the wrong fucking time. I'm new to LA. I don't know about LA traffic. Now, it's
Traffic.
usually a
Wind
45.
his ass
It's
out.
usually about a 45-minute ride from the valley to fucking Compton anyway. That's no traffic. That's a clear day, which there's never a such thing in LA. You know what I'm saying? No fucking such thing as a clear day.
No such thing.
But traffic is taking 2 hours to get to this nigga house. I drive 2 hours. I don't give a fuck. This is my man's. I drive 2 hours. I stop to get Horace along the way. We pull up at Lil G house. I call Lil G. He is inside. I am parked in the driveway. This is the first time I heard the phrase carport. I didn't know what the fuck that was. So I pull into the nigga driveway, right? I say, Lil G, I'm outside. Lil G say, all right, cool. I'm gonna be out in a second. I don't know if he came to the window. I don't know if he looked out the peephole. I don't know how he saw my car. But all I heard, that nigga called my phone back. I'm like, hello? Yeah. Hey, man, you got to get that car out of my goddamn driveway. What? Man, get that red ass car out of my driveway. Get that car out of this neighborhood before you get killed, nigga. He's like, take that car. This nigga he was mad as hell because my car was ready. That nigga said, man, get the fuck out the driveway and pull it down. I'm mad because I'm like, bro, I just drove 2.5 hours.
I had to be fucking with you.
And you're not finna get in the car. I'm chalking up to that. You might have been fucking with me. That nigga was like, I'm not getting in that red ass car, fool. I was like, man, what? I said, nigga, it ain't that much game banging in the world. Nigga, I was like, these niggas gonna kill me because of my car? He's like, nigga, pull that bitch around the corner and meet me at the gas station or something. I said, what? I was mad as hell. I was pissed the fuck off. I'm so mad. So we driving. And like, I'm still mad because I'm like, I had to literally argue with this nigga to get in the car, first of all. So I'm kind of salty. Now we driving. We done wasted 20, 40 minutes arguing and shit. So I'm still mad. We talking shit to each other while we driving.
All the way there.
We talking cash shit, man. Motherfucker, motherfucker, it ain't that much shit in the world. Nigga, I'm from a gangbanging city. Nigga, hey, bro, you don't know what the fuck we do out here.
You don't know me like that.
We talking back and forth to each other. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. So Horace like,
pull over then.
Horace like, man, what y'all stop arguing? We like, man, shut the fuck up. we keep driving and keep arguing.
True story.
Finally, motherfucker, I say something. This nigga legit was like, well, nigga, you want to fight?
Yeah.
I said, what?
I mean, shit.
Because I keep talking shit, so he was just like, well, nigga, you want to fight?
I mean, I ain't know what
I said, well, yeah, shit. Like,
yeah.
So, nigga say, pull the car. Yeah. Just snatch that bitch up real quick. In the drive.
We jump out at each other.
Park over in the parking lot of the restaurant.
7-Eleven.
We jump out the car. We still arguing.
We had each other.
He like, fool, you should. No, fuck that. Fuck that, nigga. You swung before you even got out the car, you motherfucker. Because I kept talking. I'm like, no, nigga. I said, nigga, you want to fight? We can fight. So he like, well, nigga, let's fight. So as we getting out the seatbelt, that nigga, what? I was like, nigga, did you just swing on me? I'm mad. I'm like, nigga, you just took a swing. So Horace like, oh, no, y'all finna fight for real.
Yeah, Horace.
Lil G like, nigga, no, yeah, I took a swing at you. Get the fuck out the car. We said we finna fight it. We still, I don't know why we couldn't get out the seatbelt.
Because you was in a new car.
When you gotta open the door first, and then that bitch do this.
That bitch kept choking us.
That
bitch kept choking us.
Sit in the car, swinging back and forth.
Hey, what Horace said?
We finally get out the car.
Why you got?
Oh shit! We finally get out the car, right?
Niggas ain't passed nan lick. What Horace said? What you guys just come on? We're brothers, man.
We're supposed to be brothers.
We're supposed to be brothers.
How many times did you watch South Central? The fuck? So listen,
I just said we're supposed to be brothers.
We jump out the car. We square up. Now, Lil G has a motherfucking. Are you a Leo, my nigga?
No, I'm a Gemini, actually.
Well, the nigga had a ring on his finger. That was this goddamn big.
You said take it off.
That bitch was on his finger like this.
That nigga said you gonna take that ring off.
And it was a lion head. It was pure gold. Detailed. The lion's mane got cuts. I'm like, man, this nigga hit me with just my whole face because I got an audition tomorrow. I'm thinking about all this shit. 10 years ago, I wouldn't have been thinking about this in no fight.
You didn't kill the nigga.
Give a fuck, nigga. We finna fight.
Hey,
but I'm looking at the ring.
You said, you fuck with my head. You said, hey, man, you got to take that ring off when we fight. I said, oh, okay. Right? I'm doing what the niggas say now. We busting up. Now, look, we ain't throwing a punch yet, but we still talking crazy, right? Horse in the back seat ain't never got out looking like this. You know how the kid that sat on the thing now? You know the seat right here, the other seat right here? Now the kid just sitting on the thing looking like, they gonna fight for real now. Man, we supposed to be brothers. We looked at that nigga like,
that nigga said that, as he said that, I'm putting my hands up.
Right.
G putting the ring in his pocket. He realized what he doing. He's like, I just took my ring off to fight this. Why do we even fight if we care about each other this much? If we care about each other this much, why are we even about to fight?
True.
That nigga Horace got out and said, we supposed to be brothers, man. What y'all doing? And he looked sick when he said it, nigga.
He was sick because he didn't know if he was going to put me and him out.
We literally stood there like this and just started dying laughing.
We died laughing. We had the greatest time of our life after
like,
that, man.
There was no way in fucking hell we could fight after that.
Oh, man, we had so much fun.
And I looked at nigga dead in his eyes and I said, did you miss me? God damn. Took their ass around the corner and dropped them the fuck right back off. Here in Hollywood, goddamn it. We got my man Lil G in the building.
We had
G,
a ball on this
tell
show,
them where they
man.
can find you on social media.
Come
and all
on,
that
man.
good shit.
You can always find me at Mark McCabe on my Facebook, LILG TV Instagram. No better way to find me.
Lil G TV on Instagram. Mark McCabe. That's MAMCC.
MACABE.
Okay, MACABE.
Yes,
I'm about to fuck it all up.
Hey, it's fun.
But yeah, make sure y'all follow my man. Funny as hell. One of them niggas that like we always talk about on this show, naturally funny.
Man,
Ain't no
man.
put like you just sit Lil G down and let him
man.
go.
You done had me dying on this couch, man.
But man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's been another good episode of the Did You Miss Me podcast, best storytelling podcast in the world. Shout out to my brothers, D-Lay, Billy SORRELLS.
D-Lay.
We out of here.